So what's better than a bold-faced lie? I've got one for you today. How to just change one letter and change your entire life. My name is Mr. 2020. You are listening to and watching the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only. Today, it's changing one letter to change your entire life. Ready? Let's dive in. So I'm doing my JoGo this morning, and I've got nothing on for today. The garden guy's coming in. Yeah, well, I do have things going on. I got the pool. I got let's call it the swimming gym. I've got lunch with Victoria. And nothing else is on my schedule. And so I add some things to it, right? So it's like, Righty-O. What do I want to add to my schedule, right? Anyway, so I changed one letter because how you manifest and what you manifest is going to be dramatically impacted by one letter. This can be a job, and you can manifest jobs, things to do, shit that needs done, like sex. Never mind. Or you can manifest joy. Right? One of the best-selling books of all times back in its time was The Joy of Cooking. It also led to another book called The Joy of Sex. And one of the things that I notice is it seems like people, they make jobs out of both. Just get married and have kids, right? It all becomes a job. What used to be joyful, when you're dating and mating and first on relating, it's a lot of fun. It's a joy. It's enjoyable. But man, a couple years go by, a kid or two shows up. What once was a joy now becomes a job. And they say, well, the secret to having sex in marriage is to schedule the damn stuff. Wow, we used to be spontaneous. You see, here's the thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then later W, X, Y, and Z. See, the second letter in is B. A, B, C, D. Let's talk about a job. And the letter next to the end is W, X, Y, and Z. I think it's pretty silly. I think it's pretty cool. But here's the thing. Changing one letter can change your entire life. And it's not changing the letter. It's changing the you. Because when I wake up in the morning, I do my Joseph Goddard to the max sessions. I give life to 5 to 10, 6 to 11, 7 to 11, half a dozen to a dozen specific events of my day having gone my way. In other words, more, please, of what I enjoy. Yummy meals with writing, making podcasts, making a difference in the world. I could manifest up jobs, making a podcast, writing some stuff, making a video. See, joy or job, it's up to who you are. That determines what letter you're going to use. A, B, C. You see, most people never get out of the starting gate because they go, A, wow, I have an idea. Then they turn it into a B, a job. And Neville says, go to the end. The end is your friend. And the end is, as far as I'm concerned, totally revealed by who you're being, determines what you're seeing, how you're seeing, and if you're actually enjoying the adventure of a lifetime, or if you're just making this another job. My name is Mr. 2020, and you are listening to the Power of Imagination podcast. Let's imagine up something yummy right now. You see me do that as we go into the silence. You might not know this, but meditation and manifesting are two completely different things. You can enjoy both, but I suggest that you explore how manifesting is different than meditating, how manifesting is different than mentating as well, thinking about something, trying to figure it all out. That's not what this is about. This is about identity, level, shift, and success. If you got gold today, identitybasedmanifesting.com. Because when you change who you're being, you're going to change how you're seeing, And then you're going to change what you're seeing too in your life. I can promise you this. Because some people live from the identity of job. Yep, even manifesting is a job. They don't want to do sessions. They don't want to do a JoGo. They don't want to have sex. They don't enjoy cooking. It's all work, 20. Work, job. How about some joy? How about some wonderful where you put work in? How about a tango where you made up a task? How about an identity that makes all this fun? Like frolicking in the meadow. Have a great day. See ya.